as Nami gets in defensive position as she takes her stance. So, show me what you got. As Jack the Drought begins to rush Nami, as Nami says, Lion Gale Force Wall, as she makes multiple tornadoes blocking Jack. As the tornadoes are slicing and dicing at him, he's like, you really think this is gonna hurt me? This is child's play! As he smacks the air currents away. As Nami's like, huh, okay, you can withstand that, interesting. As Nami jumps up in the air, as she puts her arm up, as she starts to conjure lightning, as the lightning surges around her body. Well, let's see how you can handle this. As Nami dive bombs and says, Gigavolt Havoc! As Nami and Jack clash, as the explosion begins to destroy everything around them. As you can see Nami holding on to Jack's tusk like a freaking Dragon Ball Z fight, as neither side is given an inch. You're quite physically strong as well. Not too bad. Not a lot of people can match me in physical strength. As he grabs Nami with his trunk and throws her into the forest, sending her flying through multiple trees and branch. As Nami finally smacks the last tree, as she hits the ground, she's like, and she spits out blood. I can't remember the last time someone made me bleed. As Jack is right on top of her, she barely has time to react. Why is this guy so strong? I underestimated him, she says. Oh, now you're running? You started this fight, now finish it, says Jack. As Nami tries to fly away, but he ends up grabbing the heel of Nami's foot and fucking slams her straight into the ground as he repeatedly thrashes Nami, right? As Nami's like, I need to get out of this. As she tries to go intangible, but hockey, right? As he's like, you talk a big talk and this is all you have to offer me. As he's having her hanged upside down, similar to how Raccoon had Vegeta, kind of like that. As Nami is kind of just bleeding, as she's like, we're pirates, right? He's like, so what of it? As Nami gouges out his eyes with a lightning strike, as Jack screams in pain as he lets go of her. Who said I was gonna play fair? As the air gets thicker, the clouds begin to darken. As you see Nami casting terror tornadoes. I'm talking about tornadoes 500 miles tall. Now you done it. As we shift over to Crisis, as Crisis is like, what the hell is going on? Why is the air so thick right now? As he steps out the cave, as Carnage is like, I think that's Nami. Wait, Nami's? Who is she fighting to go this far? As Crisis flying Raijins, well, he tries to, but it's not letting him. Oh man, I don't got time for this shit. As he starts to move at high speeds, blitzing towards where he feels the energy signature. Now you die, says Nami, as she drops the tornadoes towards Jack. And I'm telling you guys, these tornadoes are so fucking destructive that it obliterates 70% of the fucking forest density. As Nami yells out, reverse wind strike. as it hits Jack. As you see Crisis jump out the cut, as Nami like slowly realizes Crisis there. Crisis, what are you doing? She yells out. Oh shit! As the reverse wind strike, I get clipped within it. As Nami is like fucking shaking and rattled because she thinks she just killed, her boo thing, She's like, oh my god, this power, it got to my head. Crisis is dead now. Fuck. Well, look what we got here. Where am I? You're in a twisted dimension right now, but your body is currently being shredded up. The last thing I remember, Nami, your girlfriend used her overwhelming power with reckless abandon. That's exactly what she did. And you, being so cocky, got caught in it. As I'm like, yeah, I know, Kaguya. I know. So, what are you gonna do about it? You just gonna accept your fate? Or are you gonna stop being shredded? Clearly, I gotta stop being shredded. Good. Now, the reason why I'm teaching you this lesson is because I don't want you to get too cocky. Because the threat you're about to fight is way worse than me in terms of destructive capability. You're talking about Emu, right? Absolutely. That wretched bitch. Oh, I hate her so much. But I need you to be prepared to take her on, to take her out. As we speak, she's clearly aware of you. Yeah, I know. I've been fucking up her plans here and there. The narrative is not going how she wants it. So I'm just waiting for the time for her to show her face. Yeah, I hope you're ready for it. Now, I'm gonna let you have full access to your powers. Just please don't get cocky anymore. I completely understand. As I fade back to reality, as my eye begin to shift calmly, as I calmly myself out of the reverse wind strike. Now, babe, you shouldn't be crying like that. That can't kill me. As she, looks up, she's like, wait, Crisis? You okay? Yeah, I'm a little scratched up. That's bullshit. As she runs into my arms, I saw you got fully engulfed. I don't care how strong you are. There's no way you came out of that unscathed. I would be lying if I said I didn't. As Nami, looks at one of my eyes, as she sees that it's faded, like it's completely gone. What happened to your eye? I use what I like to call Izanagi. I can essentially rewrite what is set in stone, but at the cost of losing one of my eyes. I see. That's such an incredible power. It's insane. What the hell can't do, babe? I know sometimes I ask that myself, but the loss of an eye over my life is a fair trade, I'm just glad you're okay. And as Nami kisses me, I, hug her. Anyway, the reason why I came here is to let you know the rest of the Straw Hats is here, and I didn't want you to, use your power and they get caught in it, but it turns out I got caught in it. It's funny how that goes, right? Me trying to protect everyone. Well, you big doofus, why you couldn't just come around the tornado? I mean, I can't. It's 500 miles tall. What am I supposed to do? Fair point. Oh, I'm just glad you're okay. As Nami, walks with me and she's holding my hand. So you think the rest of them is on here? Definitely. Matter of fact, I'm about to find them all right now. Grab onto me, babe. As Nami gets closer, as I use Flying Thunder God, as I proceed to find all the Straw Hats and group them all up together, as we meet back at the Minx place. As everyone is in the room, as we're talking and shit. We're talking about taking on Kaido. Luffy's like, bro, what happened to your eye, man? Oh, that's a long story I don't even want to get into. Did someone stab your eye out? Says Zoro. No. It's a new ability I just figured out that I had. Babe, should I tell them? I mean, I don't see why not. Go ahead. As I'm like, well, everyone have a seat, because what I'm about to tell you might just shatter your whole reality. As they're like, oh, here we go, another broken ability, here we go, let the saga begin, says Sanji. I'm like, oh, come on, man. It's like, come on, bro, you're just broken, bro. What, the next thing you gonna tell me you freaking reverse reality? As me and Nami kind of like look at each other, it's funny how you predict things so dead accurately. He's like, no fucking way I'm right. No, that's exactly what happened. I have an ability called Izanagi. Y'all know about my Sharingan, right? As they all nod, besides the Minx, like all of this is new to the Minx, so they just listening. Well, essentially, I had to reverse my own death because my baby over here got a little too reckless with her power, and I got caught within the tornado. As they're like, that's really unlike you to get caught by that. I know, but it was the heat of the moment. When she was fighting Jack the Drought and she wanted to end it quickly, kind of forgetting the fact that the Straw Hats could be on here. As I look at her, as her face goes red because she knows she kind of overdid it. As I tried to mitigate the tornado, but yeah, I got overwhelmed. Kind of, overestimating my own abilities. Huh, you don't say. Surprised you didn't try the almighty push. Yeah, I did try to do that, but the tornado was just a little bit stronger. As, they kind of look at Nami like she's becoming her own, like, force. Like, she's a threat, in terms of, like, for her enemies, they're cooked. As they, it's like, it happens to the best of us. So yeah, I reversed my own death. Everything you just said sounds fucking crazy, says the leaders of the Minx. It makes no fucking sense. Okay, let me ease your mind a bit. As Crisis puts his hands out and like a cube just appears, right? Now, you see, I can bend certain things to reality if I want to. Now does it, feel normal? You're just an anomaly I just have to deal with now. Yep. So, plans are taking on Kaido. As we shift to the Marines. You know how the Marines have, like, eyes everywhere, right? So, news gets to the Marines that Nami killed Jack the Drought, and her bounty fucking skyrockets to beyond belief. Big News Morgan absolutely went crazy with Nami's new bounty. He called her, like, he essentially gave her, like, Yonko status. As he's like, the Marines is like, now her notoriety is so massive, everyone's praising Nami, the Storm Tempest. Let's give her a bounty of 2.5 billion. Given the fact that she has the power of fucking hurricanes and natural disasters. I think that's fucking fair, says Akihino. Cause Son Goku retired. Akihino is the fleet admiral now, so yeah, 2.5 billion. Send it out to everyone. only wanted dead, not alive. As you know, the news spreads out, and it finally gets to where the minks are in like 3 days. As you know, Crisis, is chilling with Nami, as Nami's like sitting on his lap, just enjoying herself with her boo. As Crisis looks over the paper, he's reading it and shit, and he's like, "Wow, Nami, you're fucking headlines of the news." She's like, "Wait, what? Are you for real?" "Yeah, look." As she looks at the paper and shit, she starts to read it. Nami, wanted dead. Storm Tempest, bounty, 2.5 billion. And she's like, 2.5 billion? That's fucking crazy. Yeah, unofficial Yonko, says Crisis. As Luffy gets jealous, he's like, "Hey, how can you be the Yonko and I'm the captain? That makes no sense." This is what she did, Luffy. She just took down Jack the Drought. As Crisis is in mid-conversation, as his soul gets ripped from his body, as he looks around, why is it so dark in here? Well, we finally meet at last. As Crisis turns to the left. Who are you? You know who I am. Come on now, don't play stupid. As you see 3 eyes come out the shadow. And you see a slim, thick figure come out of the shadows. It's me, Emu. I see. So you finally showed yourself. As Crisis gets a smile on his face. Now, I didn't come here to fight. But I came to warn you. If you come after me on any of my plans anymore, I will kill you. Big threats for empty words, says Crisis. Is that so? Alright. We see. It's my only warning. Proceed on at your own caution. As Emu fades, as Crisis' soul goes back to his body. As, he has sweat all over his body. As Nami's like, staring at his face like, "Babe, are you okay?" Holy shit. That bitch is insane. And that's where I'm going to end it. So if y'all want another part, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Get it to, let's say, 10 likes, and I'll drop another part. But other than that, it's been your boy, Killer Kill 360. I'm out. Peace.